The statistical significance report computes the statistical difference between the mean pay of females and males, or minorities and non-minorities, or any other group that you want to compare. Now, when there's a difference of over 2 standard deviations, the result is highlighted, and we'll see that on the reports. So let's take a look at the settings for the pay statistical significance. Well, let's analyze annual pay. Now you can choose whether to compare the mean or the median pays. Traditionally, the mean pay is what's compared. However, there are cases where median pay can be useful to use as well. Let's use the normal mean pay comparison. On this report, we can choose whether to show all the groupings or only where statistical significance is indicated. Using this only groupings with SS can be helpful to just reduce right down to the cases where there's SS. Much faster to locate and highlight problems that way. So let's group this report by job title. So job title is the grouping. And the comparison. On the Pay SS report, you can show one comparison or two. You'll notice there's a little plus sign here with a line dividing this section here in two parts. Let's compare females versus males. If I wanted to show just one comparison on the report, that's the only setting I need to do. If I want to show that comparison and another one on the same report, we click the little plus, and we can add another comparison here. So in this case, I could show the female versus male comparison and the minority versus non-minority on the same report. If I want to go back to just showing one comparison, I click the minus, and we're back down to just one comparison. So let's show both of those comparisons, and let's take a look at this report. Again, let's look at it by establishment. Most common focus for reports is to look at them by site or establishment. Let's preview the report. And here it is. Let's take a look at the layout of this report. So you can see there's two broad bands of results here. These are the two comparisons that were done, females versus males and minorities versus non-minorities. Within each of these sets of columns, the results are the same. Same values are being used. So we're going by job title, so there's one row for each analysis for each job title with head counts. And also the mean pay for females is shown and males. And then the number of standard deviations of difference between the means. So you can see in most cases, if there's no option to compare the two, for instance, if there are only males or females in the group, there will be no analysis here because there's no way to compute the difference. So where there was enough employees to produce a standard deviation result, that's when you see the result here. Let's see if we can find any cases where we have significant pay discrepancies. Here we have a negative 0.41 standard deviations difference between females and males. But in this case, we only have one case where there's a statistically significant difference. So in this case, since it's more than or less than negative 2 standard deviations, there's a indication of discrepancy here, statistically significant difference for minorities. And in the final column on the right, we indicate the groups where SS is indicated, in this case minorities.